Hi friends, thanks for joining me. It's Maria Robinson, Stamping Simply with Maria. So today I'm going to be showing you another quick and simple card, and I'm using the blending brushes, which I don't use that much, but I thought, you know what, this card would be perfect for it. Makes it for easy coloring, especially when you need those quick cards. So let me show you the supplies that we need today. I will be using the Quiet Meadow stamp set, this particular flower image. And what I really love about this stamp set is, I mean, I do like the flower, but I like these little elements here. So you've got this splatter here, which is really cool and adds a lot of interest to cards. Then you've got these words, which really don't say much. I mean, I guess you could read them out and it says something, you know, a few words. But it's just got that kind of like, I don't know, mixed media. I don't know what it's called, but I like that. You can also color these flowers in with your blends if you want, your Stampin' blends. You can use your Stampin' Write markers, be perfect also. And also you have this bigger flower down here, which is nice. And then you've got some pretty sentiments. I'm not using the sentiments. As I said, I'm focusing on this one stamp set here, the flower. I'm using Sending Smiles. This is the one that I'll be taking the sentiment from. I'm using Birthday Wishes because I want something long and narrow, and I need some birthday cards because, you know, we all need birthday cards, right? So I'll be using Birthday Wishes on that. This also has a note of thanks, a card to say hello, love and big hugs, comfort and strength. I mean, you could use this for anything, and these floral images are also beautiful. This also has coordinating dies, which are really great. Cuts out the word sending, then the flowers. You've got some label dies here. Really a nice set as well. And additionally, the Quiet Meadow comes with its own dies called the Meadow dies. And these are also fantastic. You could use them to just cut, you know, pieces and stuff that you just layer up on the cards there. So really nice. You've got butterflies, some flower images here. You've got some leaves, nice labels. Very nice also. And I am using, which has been my favorite so far, right? You guys have been seeing me use this quite a bit. It's the Inked Botanicals 6x6 Designer Series paper. I love these colors, especially the Calypso Coral is my favorite. And then we've got Crushed Curry in there. And what else do we have? Let's look at the back here. Lost Lagoon, Petal Pink, and Pool Party. So really, really beautiful paper. Really beautiful. And with all those colors, you don't have to pick just one, right? All right, so we have a card base. 5.5, 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have a piece of Designer Series paper from that set. And this piece is cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, so it'll just leave a little border around the edge here. That aside, I've got a piece of Crushed Curry cut at 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. Then Basic White cut at 3 inches by 4 1/2. Then I have a few, what do you call these, scraps. This I will be putting on the inside of the card. If you notice on this one, I did the same thing. Like I said, it was just a scrap, so I figured why waste it, put it on the bottom. So we'll do the same on this card here. And then I have two strips. One is Crushed Curry. This is 3 1/4, the long way, by 1/2 inch, just a little bit. And then this piece, the Basic White, is 3/8 of an inch by 3 inches. All right, so let's get started here. We'll start stamping the image first, and then we're going to use the blending brushes. And I've got Memento ink here, and I'll also be using Lost Lagoon and Crushed Curry along with the blending brushes. So I don't have a blending brush for each color, but I do have them for color families. So I've got this for my greens and this one here for my yellows, and then I have, you know, other ones as well. But let's stamp our image first in Memento Black. We'll ink this up nicely. You could also use your Stamparatus if you still have that. Stampin' Up no longer sells it, but I do have one and I do use it quite a bit. All right. There. I think that should be good. I'm going to come up pretty much in the center with this. Right about here. Give it a good press, let the ink transfer, and then lift. Beautiful. Put this in on my Stampin' Chamois, my Simply Chamois. Let that clean up a little. All right. Now I'm going to use crushed curry. To do some blending with the brushes. So I'm going to use a little bit here. I don't have scrap paper. I'm just going to tap it on my paper here. And then I'm just going to come in and lightly start adding color to the card. And you want to start lightly and then add color as you go along. If you want it deeper, you can add more color and press a little harder. Right now I'm just starting lightly. Just see what it looks like, you know, and you get a different look every time you do this. Tap, tap, tap again. Tap off that first blotch. And then we'll come into this side because I want it a little bit darker here. You could also use your sponge daubers for this. I feel that this is gives me better control and doesn't do those little pouncy dots, I guess, like the sponge daubers do. All right, so I think that's good for that. Let's do it with our Lost Lagoon. We're going to do the same thing. Add some color to that. And then we'll add some color to here. And what I do is I blend it in to the crushed curry and you get like a different tone, kind of like a green. But again, you know, I'm starting out light. I like this mat that I have under here because it's tacky. Stampin' Up doesn't sell that. I think I got it at scrapbook.com. I believe it's from Tim Holtz. But it holds my paper down, so it's not sliding all over the place, so it's a little tacky. Like I said, I'm blending up a little, and I'm going to come in with the crushed curry again and just blend those two colors together where the line meets. Good. Happy with that. Close these up. Let's leave the Lost Lagoon open, and so I can stamp my sentiment on my basic white. I'm going to bring in my Pierce mat, so I have a little bit of cushion here. Stamp it there first, make sure we got it good, and we do. It's nice and straight. And then I'm going to stay to the center of this strip and just stamp that down, let the ink transfer. Beautiful. And we can close the ink now. I think we are ready to put this card together. Oops. All right, let's see. Where's my card piece? I am going to wipe this off just in case I happen to lay something down in there. And this is just laminated, so it wipes right off. I love this. All right, so let's fold this piece. As I mentioned, I do have that scored, and I don't have a bone folder in here. What a shock. I had my friend staying over, and she moved all my things on me. So, all right, you know what? If I don't have a bone folder, you can always use the edge of your stamp pad. That works too. All right, so got my designer paper here, my printed paper. I'll just add a little bit of glue. I'm running out of my glue. There we go. Now it's coming out. All right. See, that just leaves a little border around the card, so I'm not showing too much white. Then we'll adhere this to this, and then we're going to add dimensionals to the bottom, to the back, just to give it a little lift. And you can see the other card, how, you know, I mean, I don't know if it picks up on the camera, but this is a little more yellow with the Lost Lagoon. This, you can see how it, I blended the colors a little bit more, and it made more of a green in the center here. So anyway, all right, let's put down our sentiment here. I'm gonna adhere this to the center. I'm going to put the glue down here since it's a narrow piece. Makes it easier for me to pick up that way. I think I did. Where is my silicone? I went a little too far out with the glue, so I want to wipe that off with my silicone mat. There we go. That'll dry up and we'll be fine. Okay, so let's get some dimensionals. Now I'm going to put 2 dimensionals on the strip here, just in the center, because I want to give it a pop in the center, but I want to lay these edges flat. So we're going to add a little bit of glue on the edges. Just a little. And you don't need to do this. You can just, you know, just put your dimensionals across the whole piece. I just thought it looked a little different, giving it like a little puffiness in the center, so to speak. So you want to hold the sides down and then press down in the center there. That glue there. Okay, we can close the glue. Actually, you know what? While I have the glue open, let me put this one piece in the bottom here. Again, I'm adding the glue to the card base. Just makes it easier since it's a narrow piece. And then we'll add this piece to the bottom. Just give it a little, we'll dress it up a little on the inside. You can also stamp one of the images if you like. So, all right, we'll add our dimensionals to the back. We'll put some embellishments. 2, 3. Put one here, one here. Oops, that one didn't come off. There. And then another one here. Take the backings off. Some of them are, sometimes they're stubborn. All right, there we go. And I'm going to put it on an angle, just for a little added interest. So I'm looking to have equal spacing, as best as I could with the equal spacing. And then I've got some loose frosted dots, and these are really pretty. I've got them, the colors are like Lost Lagoon, Pretty Peacock, Flirty Flamingo, and Daffodil Delight. And I know that, you know, I'm not using Daffodil Delight, but I can get away with that yellow for the crushed curry. So I'm just adding some glue dots, and then I will add those dots because they don't have glue adhesive on them. So I find it easier just to add the glue dots. And these are glue dots left over from paper pumpkins. And I've got so many of them. And they are perfect for this sort of thing. So I like to save them and use them on my other projects. Put one more, I think right about there. Let's get my take your pick tool. Let's see, we'll go with the pretty peacock ones. There. Do another one here. And they come in different sizes. So I chose the larger ones. I got stuck on that. And there you have it. Pretty, quick, simple, yet it's beautiful card. Let me know what you think about it. I hope you've been enjoying this series that I did for the summer. Of course, that doesn't mean that I'll never do quick and easy cards again. I kind of like doing the quick and easy cards, but you know, we'll sprinkle them in here and there. Folks, if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you'd like any of the products that I showed you today, please consider contacting me. I'd love to earn your business and be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you're interested in receiving my monthly newsletter, please be sure to sign up for that. There's a link in the description, which is below the video. And as always, I would love if you leave me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel and signing up for my newsletter. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much. I appreciate you subscribing to my channel and stopping by every Tuesday to take a peek at what I'm showing currently. Additionally, if you'd like the mini catalog, which will be launched on September 6th, which is, I think, a week from Tuesday. I'm not sure, though. Also, you can find my contact information in the description. Just send me an email, and I'll get one of those catalogs out to you. All right, I've talked enough. Have a great day. Till next time, happy stamping. Bye.